Well, hello there. It's me, a hobbit coming out of his little hole. This is Joseph, and I'm going to talk about another one of my paintings. This is kind of endless. Sometime it's going to come. I'll be able to paint faster than I'm do these videos, but right now I'm using a lot of older stuff that I have. I've got a painting in process right at the moment. I'm hoping to have it finished in the next week or two. But anyway, this is name of this painting is called Gabriel, and it's a 24 by 36 acrylic on canvas, and I painted this back in 1981. That was another lifetime ago. I was a different person then. I wasn't I was more one-track mind then. I wasn't so liberated as I am today. But anyway, this is Gabriel, and Gabriel is standing at the gates of heaven. I'll tell you a little bit about Gabriel. By the way, this Gabriel is naked, but it's not pornography, because there is no sex organs on Gabriel. If you'll notice, there's no chest sexual organs, no lower organs, not even a belly button. That poor guy doesn't even have a belly button. But why is that? Well, it's because my theory is the only way you have belly buttons and sex organs is you got to be a living flesh and blood creature that is born from a man and a woman. Gabriel is a much higher hierarchy. Gabriel is a lesser god, basically. He's the hierarchy of heaven. And he is supposedly the source's #1 man or woman or it, because Gabriel is truly sexless. It could be Gabriel or Gabriele, a female name of Gabriel. Gabriel's a beautiful angel. Gabriel has this halo, a nice set of wings.
Why did you choose blue wings?
Well, I like blue. Why? In reality, if they were wings, would have probably been white if it was a reality. But since I'm dealing with fantasy and the realms of a higher being, a nice pale blue I thought was a very appropriate, a soft blue, just as the robe, the thin robe has a soft blueness to it. And Gabriel looks very probably threatening in some ways. But if you'll notice that Gabriel has a quiver of arrows on his back, a bow in his hand. It's unstrung though. It's not, the bow is not strung yet, because you haven't given him a reason to string it. So he's very relaxed, or she's very relaxed with the bow. And by fine gold chains around the leg that's hard to see is also a short sword or dagger, large dagger, sitting right here. And this is Gabriel's horn. Coming out the end of Gabriel's horn is a long sword spear-like, very sharp, very pointed. It could probably go through a dozen people. It's so long. Gabriel is not a passive angel. Gabriel is the guardian of heaven. And right next to Gabriel is a serpent with its red eyes and its tongue, and it's sitting right here. And the souls that are passing on to heaven have to pass Gabriel and the serpent, and Gabriel is standing on the keys of heaven. And on the keys of heaven, you've got a cross and the Star of David as the symbols. And it goes into the lock, unlocks the door, and here, this individual entering heaven as he entered life, naked, because we don't have to worry about morality anymore. Once you reach this realm, all that is of the past. So here he is, entering heaven, equal to all the other people they're standing, the silhouettes of them under the tree of knowledge and the tree of life, with all its fruit. And springing from the tree of life is the source. And on top of the gates are angels. And the pathway is the bricks turn into a golden pathway, a golden road. This world around here is kind of in the shadowy, kind of not too brightly lit environment, and you're passing from the shadowy existence into the brightness of beyond. And that's why this is much brighter and cleaner than this surrounding area, creating an archway. And these are like cobblestones.
Can you speak a little more of the snake?
Well, the snake is, the snake is not. I didn't even make the snake realistic like a real snake, because I wouldn't want to do that to a real little critter. So the snake has more of a presence. It's got a bigger body, a bigger head, a more pronounced presence to the face. It's got a kind of a short little stump, but it's got a very much of an indent, like almost like the bridge of the nose that you would have on a person. And some, you could say, reptilian. We were watching YouTube about reptilicans. Well, there you go. The reptilian is standing at the gates of heaven, and you have to pass all of this to enter. What happens is, I don't know, maybe when you get up to this point, Gabriel kicks you in, where, and the snake swallows you whole, and that's the end of you. You end up compost. So that's the basis of the painting. It's.
Can you speak a little more of the horn and sword?
Well, the horn, Gabriel, angels of heaven are all musicians. They all play instruments and so forth. And Gabriel's instrument, of course, is the horn. This is a horn that has no finger holes, no little valves to create the notes. All the notes have to be created from the being that's playing the instrument. It's like a bugle, kind of, without the thing. A bugle is just a wrapped up horn and you have to use your lips and your breath, and how you shape your mouth is how you create your tones. And that's what this is. It's a very primitive tube that resonates vibrations of heaven. And why I put the blade, kind of like a sword, long sword or spear, connected to the horn, because Gabriel is a warrior. He's you could call him a general, and this is the one of his weapons, and the horn is a weapon, a vibrational weapon. And of course, he's got his knife and his bow and his arrows, and
a lot of weaponry.
A lot of weaponry. Whatever the case may be, whatever the thing, they might be climbing off of the back fence, and that's why this one's so long. So, people trying to get in heaven from crawling through the bushes, under digging tunnels. He's standing here making walks, because, you can stick that pretty deep in the ground. I got you, dirty dog, trying to sneak through into heaven. Well, all I got to say to you, you don't have to sneak into heaven. Walk straight up, upright. The only secret to it is be as good as you can possibly be. Doesn't mean you got to be perfect. And that's about it for today. And I'm going to close for now, because I've been spouting off the mouth, and I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I hope I didn't bore you, but please Subscribe to our channel and by just pressing the little red button at the bottom of the screen right underneath
Video.
the video. And anyway, you guys have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and enjoy and have a prosperous life. Bye-bye.